good morning, afternoon, or evening, whichever it may be for you. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to my channel, West Coast Gold Prospecting, episode number 45. If you're new to my channel, my name is Damon, and this is what I do, find the gold. So we're back here in the same spot. I decided to dig in the same area I was in last week, and the gold seems to be pretty good. I already ran 3/4 of a bucket, 1/4 inch classified material. Sorry, I'm out of breath. Whew. And the gold's looking pretty good. Let me get you flipped around and show you what the sluice box looks like. And if you're new to my channel, I'd love to earn your subscription. I would really appreciate it. So let's look at this. All right, so let's flip and slide our way over here. And this is, like I said, my first bucket. And the gold's looking pretty darn good. A lot of fines. And a lot of black sand, bigger, heavier black sand. So a lot of the gold's being covered up by that. So should be a pretty good day. Yes. All right, so I'm gonna start feeding this next bucket. I got a half bucket here, same spot, and I'll show you what the V matting looks like afterwards. All right, so when I first got here, I did a test pan from right here, which is where I left off last week. I did a test pan right there, and I only got like 5 pieces. So I think the deeper I go, the less gold there is. It seems to be on the first 5 to 8 inches. So I went ahead and moved down here, and the material was up another, 8, 10 inches right here, and I've already dug that out all the way down to my feet, and working my way up. And let me back up here a minute, show you kind of get a bigger picture of what I'm working. Got a big chunk of rock here, boulder, whatever you want to call it, and I'm just kind of working my way around it, getting ready to work all this stuff. And the gold seems to be pretty good. I just finished feeding that half bucket, and I saw quite a bit more gold show up. I'm just letting it clear itself out a little bit so I can show you what it looks like. But yeah, I'm going to continue digging in here, and it should be pretty good. I'll probably take the first 5 to 8 inches off of the rest of this area. It seems to be a little bit better. Anyhow, I'll show you what the V matting looks like here in a minute. All right, Matt says he's got a nice little flake. Yeah. Oh wow, very nice.
Not a bad one.
Ooh, that's almost thicker.
Yeah, might be able to do it.
And probably 30, 40, well, maybe more.
Oh, there's a lot of fines in there.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Not bad.
Nice one.
Cool.
All right, so third bucket. I got 3/4 full this time. And figured I'd show you the V matting before I started feeding. It's looking really good. Yeah. Yes, indeed. A lot of super fines, but as you know, it starts to add up quick. Whew. Man, the bucket is heavy. Okay, I'm gonna feed this and I'll show you what she looks like afterwards. Alright, I was just taking a quick break, kind of doing some wandering around, and I just popped this big chunk of bedrock off here. And look at all the material back behind here. Oh man. Yeah, this is gonna be a good one. Maybe I'll get a picker out of here Then I'm gonna, after I do this pan here, I'm gonna move up underneath here. It's like a little death cave. I tried to move this boulder, but I do believe it's being held up, or this boulder here is holding up this big, gigantic, probably 10,000 pound piece of bedrock. So I don't know that I want to dislodge this one. But anyhow, I'll show you this pan here in a minute. This might be a good one. Alright, so that test pan from behind this chunk of bedrock was no good. I think I got a total of 6 little tiny pieces, 4 of which you can't even see. So anyhow, I'm gonna, just for the heck of it while I'm here, I'm gonna go ahead and dig out this material behind this boulder and this death cave thing, and we'll see what comes out of it. I'll show you that one here in just a second. Okay, so the next pan from back down in this little hole here where my pick is. Let me show you. Pretty disappointing. Probably I had like maybe 5 or 6 more micro specks show up. Yeah, very, very little. So I'm gonna wander over the sluice box, show you what that looks like here in a minute, and then I'll probably do another bucket from the same area I was working, and show you the sluice box here in a second. Alright, so here we are at the sluice box again. Figured I'd show you what the bee matting looks like before I start feeding there. Actually looking pretty darn good. I know there's a bunch of gold under all this black sand here, piling up in there. And these buckets are heavy. Anyhow, that's what she's looking like. Hopefully I can add to it with this bucket. Trying for a ½ gram, but I'm happy with whatever I get. So, I'll show you the bee matting here in just a minute. Right, so I just got done feeding that 3/4 of a bucket. The black sands are pretty heavy in there right now, so I don't know how well you can be able to see it, but got a few more pieces showing up. Not too bad, but yeah. So what I think I'm going to do is let this clear out a little bit. Go do another can or two from behind this big boulder, and I will show you what that looks like here in a second. Alright, so here we are. I did a test pan from here last week, and I believe I got, I think it was 65 to 75 specks just from right on here. And so I'm right behind this big, huge, massive boulder. It's probably, I don't know, it's as big as a small car. So what I think I'll do is scratch up as much material here as I can and see what kind of gold comes out of it. It is, yeah, I definitely don't want to be under this boulder. It's kind of creepy. But anyhow, I'll show you what a pan looks like here in a second. Oh yeah, baby. Now this is what it's all about. I only had a ½ pan, but just from right here, and that's what it's looking like. There's probably right around 40 to 60 pieces, somewhere around there. Not too bad at all. So I'm gonna go grab my snuffer bottle, which I haven't used at all today, and snuff this up, and I'm gonna continue on. And I'm wondering, I got that material from right here. I'm just wondering how it is under here. There's a lot more material. If I can take my pick and scoop that stuff up, or scoop it over my way, because I definitely ain't crawling up under here. It'll squash me like a bug if it did happen to fall. But anyhow, I'm gonna get my butt in gear and process as much material as I can. And I'll show you what the next pan looks like here in a minute. Woo! Oh yeah! Yeah! Check this out. Another really good pan. Probably, I don't know, 35 to 45 pieces. Maybe more. Yes. Some nicer, a little bit bigger flakes this time. So, yeah, I just gotta keep digging here. Can't quit when it goes like this. And all I did was work this area a little bit more. There was some bedrock that was breaking up, so I pried it up and got all that material out. So I brought over my snuffer tube, or my crevice pump. And as soon as I get as much material out as I can, I'm gonna crevice it all, pump it all up, and yeah, it's gonna be a good one. All right, I'll show you what the next pan looks like here in a minute. Woohoo! Yeah! All right, so that's probably my best pan of the day. There's gotta be 70 to 80 pieces in here. I'm not gonna sit and count them, but just guessing. Yeah, woohoo! And this is the same exact spot. I reached up in here and pulled a chunk of bedrock. Let's see, way up in here, and dug out just a little bit of material, a couple handfuls, and that's what came out of it. So I think it's time to take my crevice pump and start washing this stuff down into a hole here and sucking it up and panning it out. I have a feeling that this material, there's pretty large amount of material under here. I have a feeling it's pretty rich as well. So I'm not going to waste any more time, and I'll show you the next pan here in just a minute. Yeah. All right, so here's what I'm doing. I figured I'd work my way from the river in. I started right here with my crevice sucker. I just started sucking the material up and just kind of working my way this way. And this is what came out of the next pan here. Probably looking at around 30 pieces or so. Not too bad at all. I like it. I like it. So I'm gonna continue on, see how much more I can get, and I will show you the next one here in a second. Oh man. So I'm just continuing on. Zoom in a little bit here for you. I'm just working my way up here. It's a little bit of a, well, I guess it's like a natural riffle, but then again, we're underneath a huge 10,000 pound boulder, so I guess it could be a dropout zone. So check this out, another really good pan. Ay, ay, ay. Woo. It's another 30 to 35 pieces, something like that. Man, loving it, absolutely loving it. So I'm gonna continue on and process as much of this as I can. It's already 2:30. Only got a couple more hours, and I'm gonna see how much I can get out of here. Whew. I'll show you the next one in a second. Woohoo! Yeah, baby. It just keeps coming. I'm just still working my way up here. My goodness, check this out. Golly. It's gotta be, I don't know, there's gotta be 50 to 60 pieces in here. Something like that. Nice bigger flake and mixture of all kinds of fines, big flakes. Oh man, I'm stoked. So hey man, it just keeps coming, every single pan. And I've just been working this material here. Just starting to get up into here, and I think this material back here is gonna be just the same. So I'm gonna get right back to it, and I'll show you the next pan here in a second. Golly. All right, so I went ahead and sucked out some material from right back in there. Another pan's worth, and the gold definitely wasn't as good, but you know, not bad. Probably 15 pieces there, somewhere around there. So I think I'm gonna, well, I don't know, just start washing this material down, sucking that all up, and see what comes out of it. So I'll show you here in just a minute. Alright, so I took my crevice pump and I kind of washed this stuff down up there. Tried to suck up as much as I can. And well, here's what came out of it. Probably another 30, 40 pieces. Somewhere in there. Not too shabby. So what I think I'll do is reach back in there with my pick and try to pull some of that material over here, and might be my last pan over here, I'm not too sure. See what the gold looks like. I'll show you that here in just a second. Alright, so this is going to be my last pan from here. It's really killing my back to be bending over and reaching up in there. So I think I'm going to go down creek here and do some crevicing, but here's what came out of that last pan. Probably 30, 40 pieces, something like that. It's not too bad at all. Not too bad. Alright, so I will wander on down creek and I'll show you if I find anything good. Be right back. Alright, so I finally made it back to the sluice box, back upstream. And it's had time to clear out a little bit. So I'll give you a sneak peek of what it looks like. Not too bad, really. So much glare here. Yeah, that's not too bad. So what I think I might do is find another spot here to run another bucket or two before we leave, and yeah, hopefully get a little bit more gold. Be back in a sec. Alright, so here's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to take my crevice sucker and this big boulder I got my foot on, I was able to move it. So right about here, over to here, about 1.5 feet or so. And I didn't dig any material that was under it. So I'm going to take my crevice pump, the famous mother sucker, and I'm going to suck up as much material as I can from right underneath this boulder and see what comes out of it. You never know. Big boulders, big gold, but it's not really been the case here at this creek here. So I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, throw the bucket down. Figured I'd give you another quick sneak peek at the bee matting before I do a cleanup. A lot of black sand in there, so a lot of the gold is covered, but as you can see, there's quite a bit of gold in there. Oh, yeah, it's going to be another good day, another good cleanup. So I'm going to get this sluice box cleared out. I don't know if I'm going to pan it out here or not, but either way, I'll show you the results in here in a minute. Alright, got the sluice box cleaned out. Finally got all this panned out. And it's a lot of black sands. But here's what came out of the sluice box. Still a bunch of fines in the black sands there. That's not too bad. I'll definitely take it. I still got all the stuff I panned in my snuffer bottle, so I have to add that in. I think I'll do that when I get home. So I'll show you that here in a minute. Well, I guess I'll show you now. Here's my snuffer bottle contents. almost as much as my sluice box run. Get some good pockets over there. Here's my sluice box run over here. Panning run. So, yeah, not too bad at all. Yeah. All right. So we'll see you back at the house here in a minute, unless we get a snuffer reveal from Matt. Then I'll show you that. All right. So we're back home. Got the gold cleaned up, and I thought I might have had a little bit more, but still happy with this. Not too bad. Not too bad. I'm gonna have to guess 0.3 maybe, but I'm happy with it. Stoked. All right, so I'm gonna get it dried out and we'll weigh it up here. Check it out. Okay, so I got it dried out. Here it is. Oh, that's pretty. So pretty. So let's see what she weighs. I'm gonna have to guess 0.250, something like that. Tear this out. All right. Ooh. All right. 0.305, 0.3 of a gram. Not too bad. I'll take that any day. All right, so that's it, you guys. Again, I appreciate you being here, and I hope to have earned your subscription today.